Welcome back to another health segment on the launch. It's me again, Abena, your midwife. So today we are going to talk about interesting health tips as we do always. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos to others. If you're already here, thanks for always being here. Comment below if you have any questions. Well, on today's show, we are going to talk about why there are always recurrent vaginal yeast infections. Yes, there are numerous infections and we are going to dive into that later. But today, I would want to talk about reasons why your yeast infections keep on recurring, why you treat them and then they don't work and they keep on recurring. Yes, so let's get right into it. Stay with me. If you have any questions, kindly comment below. If you would want me to come back with more health tips, kindly comment below. If you have anything you want us to talk about, don't forget to put them in the comment section. So first of all, these yeast infections come with a lot of signs and symptoms depending on their stage of growth. So some people would experience itchiness, redness of the vulva. There can be discharges with unpleasant smell. There could be like so much discharge will be more than normal, and then there could be other things that shows that you are having a yeast infections. Sometimes you have abdominal or pelvic discomfort. So these things shows or proves that you are having a yeast infection. So now let's go into why there's recurrent yeast infections. One, the first point I would like to note is the fact that some people do not treat completely their yeast infections. Some people take tablets. Let's say you contracted an infection or you developed yeast infection and you went to buy drugs from the pharmacy. It is best you complete all the dosage on that prescription. It is best you finish everything. Don't say because the signs and symptoms have subsidized or are gone, I'll stop taking the medication. Doing that will predispose you or will make you susceptible to getting the infection again. It is best and ideal to complete everything, even if your signs and symptoms, or even if you feel you are better. Please don't forget to take every medication or every dosage you were given by the pharmacist or the doctor. Also, practicing bad practices like douching of the vagina can cause yeast infections to reoccur. Yes, some people think it is okay to use Dettol to wash the plates and all. You can bath with Dettol, but do not put Dettol inside your coochie, my sister. Putting Dettol inside the coochie causes the normal flora. You know, these normal bacteria in our coochie is the same bacteria that grow or that's let me use it in the layman's term, that give birth to more to cause these yeast infections. So using Dettol, scented soaps, sweetness, tight things to make the place tight, and all those things you introduce in there can cause yeast infections to reoccur, or they can predispose you to you getting yeast infections. So it is best to avoid them. Just clean the place with water. It cleans its own self. So you just need water to wash up the place or to flush up the place. That's all. That's why we have these flores, because sometimes they pass through the place to clean the place for us. So you don't need to use any soaps or anything or any disinfectant to clean up the place. My third point would be the fact that multiple partners or practicing unsafe sex can cause or predispose you to yeast infections. Having multiple partners is really bad. You don't know what your partner has. You might take yeast infection from a partner and then give it to another partner who will give it to another partner, causing the cycle to go on and on and on and on and on, coming back to you even after treating yours. So it is best not to have more than one sexual partner. And even with one sexual partner, you should try and practice safe sex. If you are not practicing safe sex, which is safe sex is using condom or anything or any sexual activity that is done which does not involve your body fluids coming into contact with each other. So aside practicing safe sex, it is okay to choose your partner also when you choose yourself. Even if your partner is not having any signs and symptoms, kindly treat your partner as well as you treat yourself, you treat your partner. Because you might treat yourself, especially the ladies, we treat ourselves and then we don't treat our partners. And you see that our infections will come back again and be wondering where it came from because our partner is showing no signs. So treating your partner also is very, very healthy and ideal to prevent the infection from coming back to you. I would like to also talk about the fact that wearing of nylon panties or wearing of non-cotton panties causes your environment to be unbreathable, allow air to circulate. This tight and nylon panties just traps heat, causes sweat and others to be trapped in there. You know, these organisms thrive better in a moist surrounding. Therefore, you don't need to give room for that to happen. So try as much as possible to avoid nylon panties and try as much as possible to sleep without panties. That way you'll be good to go. Also, it is necessary for you to clean from front to back. I've already spoken about that. It is ideal for you to clean from front to back, not from back to front. Don't take anything from your inner region into your vaginal region. It should always be from your vaginal region backwards. And you should always try and wash down regularly, bath regularly, to prevent these organisms from proliferating or from growing to become bad organisms, thereby causing yeast infection. There are lots of other reasons, which could be the abuse of antibiotics. If you don't have any infections, there's no point in using antibiotics. I know of some people who use antibiotics all in the name of preventing yeast infection, especially after sex. Using antibiotics immediately after sex doesn't mean you won't get the infection. It doesn't protect you, especially against antiviral infections. So if there's nothing going on or if it hasn't been prescribed, please avoid antibiotics, because when you use it, the organism becomes used to them. So whenever you treat it, it doesn't really cure them. It goes and it comes back. Sometimes the self-medication causes this reoccurrences because we'll think we are treating yeast infection. Meanwhile, it could be gonorrhea, it could be chlamydia. So it is important to visit the hospital. Run tests to know the specific type of yeast infection or specific type of sexually transmitted infection, so that it can be treated accordingly. Because you might treat gonorrhea with medications for vaginal yeast infections, and then you see that symptoms will subside, but it's going to come back because the gonorrhea itself, the bacteria, wasn't treated. You only treated the symptoms. So it's ideal you do that. You run tests before you know what medication to use. So there are lots more other tips, but I'd like you to hold on to these ones. I'd like you to practice them to help prevent yeast infections from developing or from reoccurring. Yes, so I'll be back with more health tips. If you have any comments or any questions, kindly drop it in the comment section. If you are new to this page, welcome to the family. Please like, comment and share our videos. I'll be back with more. This is Abena, your midwife. Stay tuned and continue watching us. If you have any personal questions, kindly send it to me on my Instagram handle at just_with_Abena. Bye.